There you go. Hi, Craig. Great to hear you. Okay, welcome back, guys. This I look forward to this game every week. I don't know about you. I know it's crunch
Same.
time, but like this, I'm having a blast. So, um, let's go ahead and roll a D100, someone, and tell me the number.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
All right.
He's
You
got
roll.
this. Dungeon scroll connection.
5.
Ooh, 5. All right, so 5 is the question for you is everyone has a guilty pleasure. What's yours? Okay. Take a moment to think about it, and then I'll start going down the line.
You sound so much different when you're not on close to your microphone.
Is it a little airy?
It's more like there's just like a what do you call a reverb off of your walls?
Interesting. Okay. Espen, what would be your guilty pleasure?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah, sounds good. You know what, Esben? You do put a lot of thought, a lot of thought into these, but I could start putting you like a little bit lower on the line. How's that sound?
Well, it
One
seems
guy
to
who
happen a
always
lot. So,
defers every chance he gets. It's like,
All right. Hey, Grim, what do you think your holy paladin of Elm or Tears, or both? What do you think your holy paladin's guilty pleasure is?
he'd probably sometimes eat sweet rolls.
Oh, sweet rolls. You can't mess up that figure.
The bod, no, but sometimes the sweet rolls beckon harder than the the workout plan. So
Ooh.
Grim generally eats very healthy. However, generally
Generally
eats very
healthy. Okay, thank you.
You're gonna whip out the Wobjack and turn something into a giant sweet roll.
Aram records. Tenzin, what would be your guilty pleasure?
I mean, what if I'm just not guilty about anything? I like it. I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. If it offends you, go play in traffic.
There's not even like a single time where maybe a little dirt is potentially nice?
Pranking people.
Okay. That's a good answer in and of itself. Kia, what would be your guilty pleasure?
I am torn between two. So Kia, in the corner of her room, has a very small box. And inside of it are a bunch of just random trinkets she's picked up on her journey. And so that's her guilty pleasure because she grew up being taught to be extremely minimalist. And kind of stray away from excessive, I guess, material possessions. But for her, she's got this little box where there's small trinkets that she collects from places that are significant to her.
I like that a lot. Well done. Volker, what is your guilty pleasure?
Well, all right. Gambling, but of course.
We got a picture of that right at the beginning.
Is it a guilty pleasure if there's no guilt involved?
Is it a guilty?
That's what I was asking.
It is not. It is not a guilty pleasure if there's no guilt involved.
Some of these guys might
Even
not
if it's
have
like
guilty pleasure.
a little comedic guilt, but like you, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of gambling. You feel a little dirty after doing it. Feels so good.
So it's like picking candy from a baby.
Yes. Oh, Esben, you've had a little bit of time.
Yeah, I have. So my guilty pleasure is actually, I actually do enjoy seeing someone flounder at trying to actually present themselves as something more. Nothing is more relishing than a performer who cannot perform, because it opens up opportunity.
I'm
definitely-
gonna use a low portent on you one day.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
I may or may not have in my past have made some actions that might have ruined some shows here and there.
Well, next, let's get a recap of what happened last week. Or those of us, specifically me, who didn't review last week's notes. Let's go ahead and see what happened last week. Roll a d20 and tell me who got the lowest.
Was I here last week?
Oops.
You were.
Oh.
Might help if I have an R there.
6.
Ah!
That happened to me last week.
Oh, thank God. Thank
Nuts.
God.
Beans!
Night of the fives for me. I don't know why.
Oh no, we are so cooked, gentlemen. I have absolutely no idea what happened. Oh, I do remember what happened last week. I made a new friend.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember too much of last week either. I did not get a chance to review the video.
Nuts.
I caught on fire.
Oh, just you wait.
You cannon.
I don't like that.
The
The DM is just gonna throw a fireball at me. I don't have a counterspell.
I believe in you.
I sure don't believe in me. Beans!
That makes one of us is the correct answer.
What did you roll, Morgoth?
I rolled a 6.
It's Oberstorak.
Oh,
You're so cooked.
So it sounds like Storak is giving the recap.
what happened last week? Guys,
I mean, you do have a 3-hour video to watch if you want to recap.
alright, let me go watch a 3-hour video. I'll get back to you on what happened last week.
All right. Well, there were a
no,
couple of
no.
quests received. There was a couple of social interactions that happened. Perhaps that's a clue.
Oh, yeah, we figured out that we need to spend a lot more gold to get the house going. Because we need to get, like,
Those hidden fees always get you.
the hidden fees, yeah.
Yeah, we need to pay 450 more gold to be able to get the tavern going.
Yep.
That is just to get the titles, because it's still gonna need, like the ale and,
Right.
the people to hire. So,
Right. Grim got a quest from his order to do something or another. Shoot, I cannot remember what happened last session.
Kia also
Oh.
received a snake.
Yeah, Kia got a snake. And you and Kia eventually went to this potion shop, I want to say,
Yeah. we
to
went
get a
post-
delivery.
To do a delivery, and I cast Detect Thoughts. and almost got us into trouble because it's a gnome and gnomes are not trusting of other gnomes. But then it turns out that he's probably a good idea, or he's an okay fella. We got a new name for Kia. Manshun.
Manshun, yep.
Yep. And then I went to my own potion shop to try and start working on a magic item of sorts, and I spent all of my gold on it.
That cracks me up.
And then
You also hire a private investigator
also-
for
I
the
hired a-
halflings.
I hired a private investigator for a couple of halflings.
Yeah, I remember that specifically. I thought that's what you threw your money at because you didn't have enough money for the blood vial thing that you were trying to get before.
Nope. You had to bleed 300 and you had nothing, and you barely had any money after you got the money from the potion. After I gave you 10 gold, because you had to spend 30 on the the tear for the investigation.
Yeah, and then something happened with Volker, and he was actually set on fire.
I went to sleep and then had a bad dream.
Yep, I do remember that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Volker
why I
spent Volker spent most of his time making a necklace. I don't know why he's on fire.
I remember why I can't remember last session. It's because I had just been done flying, and I was so tired I was falling asleep during the game.
That makes sense.
Yep. Yep, I remember that. Well, hey, for what you remembered and how tired you were then, I think that deserves an inspiration. So I'm going to give you an inspiration for that.
Bits
Right.
of it.
It was a slog to get there, but hey, you got there. So
I helped.
There was one other quest that we did start, which was we found out that a gazer was down below some old lady's house who's hoping that her cat's still alive. Who knows what's going on with the cat?
There was an old lady who
And-
lived on a gazer.
Yeah, who lived on a gazer. Yep.
yeah.
I don't know where you're going to rhyme that, but go for it.
I don't know, something to do with phaser? Or
No, I
possibly
was thinking-
laser.
I was going to use haze her, but that works too.
Phaser?
Hazer works. I like that one.
Blazer.
Blazer. I don't have any more. Okay. Well, I think we can pick up there. Wait.
Where we left was the party all meeting each other in Troskal.
That's right. You all met up. At this point, Kia and Henzim, you guys had delivered the potions to the lady in the cart as she was with her mask, and you had arrived back at Trollskull Manor. We have Grim, you, sir, have started your quest, got your quest, asked if you could bring along your compatriots, and the only requirement is that they follow the law. So, with that, you all had arrived back at Trollskull Alley. At this point, I'd say this is the 8th day of Marpanoff, and we will go ahead and pick up from there as you arrive at Trollskull Manor. It's mid-afternoon at this point, I'd say. You guys have been walking around the city, and unfortunately, walking around the city takes time. So, you guys arrive at Trollskull Manor. It is now nice and clean. You've got new furniture. Yeah, there's some new linens that have been courteously provided, although you're still, once you purchase the contract with the Launderers Guild, you can start getting most of your cushions and cloths from them. But at this point, you are in your nice Trollskull Manor. You hear little dingling of a bell from your resident specter as he comes over to each of you, giving you a nice, cool, wet cloth from the warmer autumn day that you just came out of.
Man, I kind of want to actually go towards the geyser.
Right, about that. We all have some work to do. I don't know if I've explained this to everybody yet, but since everyone's here, we've got another floating eyeball monster problem that needs to be taken care of.
Right. See, I don't think that's... Is it in the sewers again?
In some old lady's basement.
Why do they always have to be in the basements?
Maybe they like dusty places.
Maybe like caverns, I don't know.
Maybe you like dusty places. And I'm gonna sort of direct that at Volker.
I would like to murder this man.
I don't have a lot of health, so it should be pretty easy to do.
I don't have any damaging spells.
Do you not have any damaging spells?
I only have
None.
one.
Oh, I guess I also don't have a lot of spells. Huh, how about that?
I technically have 2 damaging spells. I don't plan on taking any damaging spells if it can be helped.
Right, either way, we need to get this done as soon as possible. Her whole worry is about her cat, which is probably dead. If we can find one stray on the street, that might be an ideal situation.
This is when we have to use Alter Self
have that spell.
on a cat.
No, I
I
don't.
was gonna say on yourself.
No.
I have disguise self.
You weren't given a description of the cat.
I realize that.
So let me get this straight. We gotta find... Right. Why don't we sleeps and then do this tomorrow's? Because you've just said that we've got to find a cat in a basement, and we have no idea what the cat is like.
Isn't it morning?
It's mid-afternoon.
The evening,
Oh, okay.
but we spend no resources.
I sure spent resources.
I
Well, fuck yourself.
I also told this woman that we'd be back as soon as we can, so...
Right, so where do we go to find this cat?
I
Well-
think it's better if we deal with the geyser first.
That would be the ideal solution. And if we can find a cat along the way, we can just throw it down there with us.
Right.
Grim, you were going to say something, but I think
Yes.
I cut you off.
Someone did because other people were talking. I have a task from the order that I need to complete. If I understand correctly, Henzem, your ability extends to not only talking in people's minds, but also hearing their thoughts, correct?
Sometimes, yes.
So if I were to need to, say, find out what someone knows without overt interrogation, you might be able to hear exactly what they're thinking.
Well, there's knows that I'd cast a spells on him. I found that out the hard ways, and I can't do it again today. I was gotta do it tomorrow.
Do they always know, or do they sometimes know?
Well, I think they always knows.
I think with just the initial brushing of the thoughts, they don't know. It's only if you push in, regardless of whether they fail, they know.
Yep. You can detect, the creatures that are thinking, and then you can skim the top layer. But yeah, if you prune deeper, they will know.
Would you
Do
be
they also know who did it, or?
Considering that they can spend an action to make an Arcana check to fizzle the spell on the caster, probably.
Yeah. They basically have to pin down who did it.
You lock
Unless you
eyes
were
with
like,
them.
Ooga booga, I cast this Ooga booga spell. They'd have to
Level
kind of
6.
make a perception check.
At level 6, I can Ooga Booga cast that spell and they wouldn't know, but I'm not level 6.
Nope.
I'm sorry, Grim. What were you about to say?
All the same, Henzam, and maybe another person who is good at reading people. I appreciate your help. I need to go. The Order believes there's a connection between a certain figure and a bandit thought long dead that seems to have resurfaced, and I've been tasked with going and figuring out what exactly this individual knows. That being the case, if you, Henzam, and somebody else was willing to come and give me a hand, it would be appreciated.
Oz Kens, but I can't do that spells today.
We won't go today. We can go later.
I mean, if you want some help, I definitely could assist.
That sounds like a good plan. Would the two of you be willing to accompany me? We can go tomorrow. If there's nothing else pressing, or we can postpone. What is my time frame on finishing this quest, by the way? Did I just didn't get one, or Mr. DM?
You weren't given a specific time frame. It's more so a matter of as soon as you can. They trust your judgment because you're a trustworthy fellow.
You're a smart fella. Or a fart smeller.
Why not both?
Damn.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be today. It probably doesn't need to be tomorrow, but the sooner the better, I would say.
Right, well, we can go as tomorrow's, providing we don't get gazed tonight. Last times we fought one of those eyeballs thingy. That was a little spooky.
Right, I agree. It was a little bit frightening, but I think we handled it very well. I don't think anything actually happened from that encounter.
Let's go find this gazers then, and do the orders things tomorrow. Yes.
Well, if we're not going to do that today, I suppose I can give you a hand with this gazer.
And all eyes turn back to Esben.
All right, let's go.
All right, and so you decide to head out.
I will be looking for a cat as we are traveling.
You're looking for a stray cat.
Just any cat. I don't care what type.
Give me a perception check.
Can I help him? Because
Yes,
I also
you
would be
may.
looking for any random cat.
Yes, you may help.
What did you do in D&D today, honey? Oh, we swindled an old lady. Why do you ask?
Look, if she needs an animal companion, I'm trying to help her.
Yep.
No, you're correct. This is absolutely the correct thing.
Perception. Where is it? There you are.
Mhm.
There we go. Natural one.
Wait. Maybe I.
Yes, amazing.
So, you two do spot a cat. You
It's a
spot one
tabaxi.
on your way, and it looks It's got the fluffy hair, the tail, everything. You spot a cat.
I will mage hand grab the cat.
You will mage hand grab the cat. Okay.
Providing the cat weighs less than 10 pounds.
As
It's a
you
trunk!
you mage hand and go to grab the cat. Give me, with the mage hand, you can roll me an animal handling check at advantage since you're using the mage hand as almost like a surprise.
Thank God.
How do I keep rolling so flippin' low?
Yeah. So you grab it. You grab this cat, and you hear, "Who grabbed me?" As the tabaxi looks around and looks directly at you. As you can see, this upon closer inspection, this this tabaxi has a small petticoat that the back of it was the same color as its fur, but the front of it is clearly this pristine gray. It's buttoned up all the way to the top. He's got a little bit of a tie as he like flails in the ground. It's a house cat sized tabaxi that you've grabbed.
I let go.
It stops, falls on the ground on its butt, stands up, walks up to you, looks up at you.
Okay. I was going to say, before he turns around, I'm going to try to cast Minor Illusion, like right behind him.
Yes.
And then as he turns around, this, I don't know, let's just say just like some kind of gnome that he saw before, just starts booking it down the alleyway past everybody else.
Give me a deception check. Because it was a natural one, this is going to be a disadvantage.
Good. All right, disadvantage. Deception. I'll take a 22.
Disadvantage? Holy crap, man!
And
I mean,
he got killed next campaign or next.
I roll a deception of 20 at disadvantage, 19 on a 20.
Holy crap!
So,
all right, so
we
you
lucky.
Let's see, man. It looks down towards the like running away, the pattering. I mean, like with Minor Illusion, does it create sound or is it just?
It does not. No.
Okay. But with the 22 deception, Depaxia like looks at the image running down the aisle, says, "You there," and then just sprints off. And then you can see that it raises its paw. Volker, give me an Arcana check.
Whoa, what is happening?
They cast Fireball.
You had said it earlier.
30-20.
You see that this little tabaxi begins casting a spell, and a line in the air appears before it. It opens a door, steps through. You know, it just casts a dimension door spell and hits. Disappears.
I would like to run the opposite direction.
I'm sorry. I didn't do anything, but I'm sorry.
So, yeah, and so you don't find a cat, beyond the tabaxi you grabbed.
Jeez.
Oh my.
So, you continue on, and fortunately, you don't find another stray cat. But you
Or tabaxi.
or tabaxi, yes. But you reach the area of the town. It is now getting to evening time. The sun is starting to grow a little bit dimmer in the area. But you reach the the address that you talked about. It's a quieter town, quieter part of the city, and the house that you look for is a 2-story house, a smaller 2-story house. Doesn't look to be too fancy, but the windows inside are dark.
Well, this is the place again. Is it darker than it was when we first came here?
You didn't come to this house. She gave you the directions to her home because she was staying
okay.
at the the tavern, sobbing because her poor cat.
Okay. Well, I guess this is the place. Let's try to get in there.
And you were given a key to the front door.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, so Esmond will just go to the front door and then try to unlock it.
Okay.
I
You
would
unlock
like
the
to
door.
cast. Oh, go ahead.
You unlock the door and it opens. And inside it's dark. You can look inside. It's like a normal a entryway. There's some barrels. Looks like she keeps some old rope supplies or something off to the side, but not much. There's a couple of boxes, some tools. Maybe she's got like a grandson who comes by or something. Who knows?
Well, I will do the usual routine. I cast light on Hansen, with Grimgram's shield. I cast light on the tip of my quarterstaff, and I would also like to cast Blade Ward to concentrate on it.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull you guys into this. Does anybody else do anything else to prepare?
I will.
What spells do I have prepared right now? Nothing great. It'll be fine.
You don't have anything that lasts long enough for it to be worthwhile to cast, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm in that same boat too, though. I don't cast anything.
I don't have really much of use for casting right now, unless you want me to just start screaming inside the house. But I don't think that's a great idea.
When
Is
is
this-
screaming inside the house not a great idea? I'm confused.
That's any other day in real life for me. Holy shit.
Yep. All right. Here we go. So you are concentrating on Blade Ward, is that right?
Sir.
All right. How long does that remain?
It lasts a
After
minute, but it's a cantrip, so I can recast it.
But it's a what spell?
Cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
cantrip.
Blade Ward is a cantrip. All right, gotcha. Sounds good.
So essentially free. As long as I don't get jumped at the fucking moment that the spell ends.
Why would you never? Never ever. Okay. So let's drop you into here. And I need to make sure that I have Grimm's light on. That's the one thing that I'm not sure I have it on. All right, bright light. Because it's
20. Is 20 bright, 20 dim.
Okay. There we go.
And for me,
All right, is everybody able to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So you enter into the house, and inside it's dark. Knowing
Shit.
what might be here, presumably you can guess that it's ominous. So we'll go. Let's just real quick, just to have as you walk through the house, I'm gonna get initiative from everybody, just to have that as everybody can take they move to a different room to do something.
Do we have a marching order? Never mind, we don't have a marching order. We're just gonna. Actually, we should have a marching order and explore in a room by ourselves against a geyser.
Yeah, let's do a marching order. So who's going
Do you
first?
want marching order or initiative?
I want both. So we'll do initiative to see who acts first and whatnot. But
I probably act last with that guy. 6.
Ooh.
Okay. So you got a 6. So yeah, you are acting
That is
last.
correct.
Who would be
The
entering into
casters
this
are
place
sharp
first?
today.
Probably Town, to be honest. This is his. This is his quest. We're just
Yeah, that's true.
guinea pigs.
I guess I'll be going in first. Why not? I opened the door after all. It makes sense I'd be going in.
Okay, so Esben, you step in. The light from behind your shield, the light from behind you from Grimm's shield is illuminating. You can see your shadow
Does
on
that
the
light
inside.
cantrip last?
Is it last?
How long does that last?
Isn't it like an
That's
hour or
hours.
something?
Oh, that just got cast though.
It just got cast. Yes.
An hour, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, is this remaining? I thought it was remaining from last session, like when we did the last. I was like, there's no way it lasts that long.
That'd be an insane cantrip.
It's like artificer level stuff.
Well, first room seems clear. Guess I'll just walk on forward.
The cobblestone beneath your feet crunches as you listen around and look around. Do you head into the next room?
Sure.
Okay. Looks like it could be a dining room. You can see a candle on the table that's burnt out. The dim light coming in from the window is from the setting sun is quite providing only a little bit of light.
Right. Esben's just gonna look behind him. Who's after Esben?
Yeah. Are we acting in 6-second turns, or are we just getting a marching order? An initiative.
Yeah, the initiative is basically let's say the initiative is the marching order at this point. So let's say Volker, you'd follow up.
So Grimm's just out here backlighting every single one of you guys.
I'm a big fan. The fucking casters in the front, the marshals in the back.
Oh, what could
I would like
possibly
to
go wrong?
I would like to sneak, honestly.
There is a house in New Orleans.
Okay.
I'm following behind Espen, but I'm sneaking. I'm attempting to sneak.
Okay. You're gonna try and sneak. You can do a stealth check if you want to.
Sure. I do.
Actually, that sounds like a good idea.
Esben, you don't hear Volker behind you.
Of course you don't. I'm wearing boots of Elvenkind.
Yep.
That's you.
So he doesn't even think to sneak then, because that was not discussed.
Just wait till it comes to my turn to sneak.
Yes. Upon closer inspection, the room appears to be disheveled. Chairs moved out of place. Despite what the picture says, one of them is even on the ground. You can see silverware pushed around, some on the floor. The foliage of different plants in here ripped apart, dirt on the ground.
Question.
Yes.
Is there like a layer of dust in this room, or so this room is just disheveled as it is? Okay.
It is disheveled. Yes. Okay. Henson.
I am going to walk into this room. And are these stairs in the back corner?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they going up or
Okay.
down?
Up
Okay.
to the second floor.
Is this a is this a door?
That is the door right here.
I'd like to go over and I'd like to open the door.
Do I get to move now, or am I just waiting for them?
We're just basically I'm doing like moving action. You'll be following along with them as well, but
Okay, just so long as
have it
I
for an
don't
order.
need to. Just so long as you're not like waiting for me to kind of go off and do my own thing. It's
Yep,
always
no
awkward
worries.
when people wait for that, and it's like, oh, I was supposed to. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kia,
No, I get you.
Kia, what would you do?
Um. Kia would probably head into that same room in front of her, following along, because I'm assuming that's the only door I see.
That is the
Right.
only door you see. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So my options are limited. Makes it easy. So I'm gonna go into the next room. Once again, I gotta count how many squares that was.
Mhm.
I think that was 9, so that's what, 45? And I think that's as far as she can go anyways. So I guess I could dash. But she's gonna stay closer to the group.
Then it would be you, Grim.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we doing just normal movement, not dash action?
You can do dash action. You can just basically say that you go further, do something.
I'm just gonna go right there.
Okay.
Do the pie the door.
Inside, you can see the kitchen, which has vegetables smashed all over the place, utensils littering around. The ashes from the oven are scattered for several feet in front of the oven. It is a mess in here. Espen, you can continue. You may be muted, Espen.
I'm dumb. Okay, so you're saying that I walk into the kitchen, and you're saying like everything in here looks smashed and like
Yes.
Right. Can I inspect like the damage and see like what maybe might have caused such damage?
Absolutely. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. It would be 18 because I forgot to get myself off of the disadvantage.
Okay. With investigation, you get the picture. It looks like a lot of this stuff was shifted around, passed off the table, not necessarily deliberately. It's almost, you could almost follow a path through the carnage. As if something or someone was just shifting through all of this stuff. At this point, you all hear a from upstairs. The quietest of meows. Volker.
Oh, okay. That's creepy.
A cat's meow is creepy.
Yes. We're so dead.
We're looking for a cat. You know what the creepiest thing we could probably hear is? I don't know, cat noises.
Isn't this the house with the geyser in it?
Yes.
Supposedly.
They're
Yeah.
not ghasts. They don't make little cat noise.
How do you know what a geyser makes?
I
Just
mean,
imagine.
guesses.
Maybe this geyser makes a cat noise.
Can I make an insight?
You may.
See. All right. Give me on toggle advantage.
Thank you. I think what I'll do from now is if you have like advantage or disadvantage toggled when you're not supposed to, I'll just have you re-roll without it toggled. We'll just do that
Wow.
a blanket roll for all of us
Okay.
going forward.
I'll have to be extremely diligent because I will be extremely bitter if I roll into something bad that I shouldn't have.
Yes.
19.
In the beginning.
And you are inciting the what?
The cat
The meowing.
The meow. As you listen closely, you could almost hear a subtle gurgle after it finished, implying that there's something off about the sound.
Like I
That's
said,
not
it's
good.
just a cat. Come on.
It's probably
Um,
fine. Quote D&D party that's about to die.
The cat can't hurt us, the cat in question.
I would be interested in letting the people in the party know that this is unlikely to be the cat that made that meowing noise. And I will point towards the stairs.
Okay.
Wow.
You want to do anything else?
As
Did we
it
ask if
is,
the cat had bronchitis?
we were not informed of that. Maybe it has asthma.
Well, we didn't ask, so.
That is my action. I guess I'm gonna move closer towards the stairs, but that's it in terms of what I'm planning on do. From this angle, can I peek and see anything?
You look up the stairs. No.
That's about it.
All right.
The party is informed.
Ensign.
Gurgle.
I'm gonna step out of the room and I'm gonna go to the base of the stairs. And then I'm going to try to quietly walk up the stairs and peek around the corner.
Roll me a stealth check.
Yes, ma'am.
Jerry, Sherry, Lane.
Can I guidance myself?
Hey.
You may.
Eh. 19!
Very nice.
Nice.
I'd say you make it up to the top of the stairs.
Sick. Oh.
Down with the sickness.
Do I see anything in this area?
From here, initially, no. Yeah.
Very, very quiet. Until
But-
it happens.
Kia is also going to make her way towards the base of the stairs. Seeing that there's people maybe in the kitchen area, she's not going to necessarily go investigate that way.
Mm-hmm.
One second, I gotta do now.
No worries.
I think that's 9. Okay.
You have a bonus action to that if you want to get up.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay, wait. That doubles my speed. So,
Yeah, you can
You can
action
move 90
stealth.
feet.
action stealth, bonus action hide.
So you could get to the
And I
top
think
of the stairs.
that's where I stop because I can't go any
Oh.
further. Yep.
Here. We'll put you right
Out
there.
boy, hunting rabbits.
Let's put you right there. Actually, I'm just about to.
Oh, there we go. I just had to zoom back out. I was like, where'd it go?
No worries.
The void with you.
When Kia
All
gets
right.
to the top of the stairs, I'm gonna put my finger over my lip, like be quiet, like a
Okay.
I'm gonna stand like right behind where you are.
All right.
Using the 3-foot tall gnome as cover.
Grim.
Well,
What do you do?
They're all coming out of the kitchen, correct? There's nobody left in the kitchen?
Just Esmond.
And there are no doors in there?
In fact, it's interesting. I don't think they've seen a single way of getting into a basement.
I'm gonna start moving towards the... Actually, are we in the basement or are we on the bottom floor?
You're on the bottom floor.
We're on the bottom floor.
I don't know where you guys got a basement from.
I'm pretty sure you said basement in the
Is where the
last
beholder
session.
is.
Check the
Did
log.
I say? Maybe.
I think you might have. It doesn't matter.
We must go up to go down. There's a
Yes.
way in the basement from the second floor, guys. There's a
It's
slide.
fine. The old lady has dementia.
Jump down the elevator shaft.
There's
Maybe
a
I'm
door.
remembering wrong.
No, it could very much be what I said, and now I'm just
3, 4,
being
5,
bit in
6,
back by my
7.
inconsistency.
I'm just gonna do my movie move thing. Towards
I'm
the
eating a salad
stairs.
for dinner.
Okay. And I say if you use your action, you can get up right behind Kia and Henson.
Sure, you can move me there. I don't... Well, let me see him.
Yeah, I will. I'll move you there.
Okay. Nah! Teleportation!
Now back, Esben. Everybody is heading up towards where they heard the sound.
Well, that's what everyone's doing. 20. Oh, okay. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's as far as I can go.
Okay,
Pick me
sounds
up.
good. In between Esben and Volker, around the corner, Enzim, Kia, you see in the dark a floating head with eyes attached to tentacles. This grotesque thing floats silently across the room. And then you can see one of its eyes looks directly at you. And then another one, not you, Henzim, at Kia. Another one turns over, looks over at you, Kia. And I was keeping track on who was stealthing.
Big fan.
The eyes glow. There's a flash of light. Ia, I need you to give me one wisdom saving throw and one strength saving throw.
Flashbang Chungus. Excellent.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Ouch.
Much
Uh,
indeed.
You're clicking. That was not a save, I think.
Was
That
it
was
a
not?
check.
correct. Do you,
Oh, yeah.
as a monk, do you have a strength?
She
Yeah,
does have
I
a
do.
strength saving
Okay.
throw. Proficiency in strength.
As a monk.
So there's
Monkey
two
is
right there.
strength X.
Okay, there we go. That makes a lot more sense.
I was like, man, my luck is
Well,
terrible.
I
today.
liked those other rolls a lot better.
Well,
I'm
you can
glad.
add a +2 to her strength save and call it a day.
Yeah, no, I was thinking just to make this encounter a little bit more fun. If you're okay with that, Kia, I'll add the +2 to your strength, which means you do save. But for the wisdom, with a flashbang, and almost like think about it like almost like a horror movie where the thing just suddenly appears, and maybe it's that, but you are frightened of this thing, which means effectively you cannot approach until the start of its next turn, and any attacks are made at disadvantage, as you are stuck with fear because of this thing.
So I can only move the opposite direction of it then.
You can basically, at this point, you can go you can move perpendicular. Not perpendicular. You can just move across the wall, but you
Sideways.
cannot approach it. So you
Okay.
basically slide it across the wall, yeah. But we'll get to this. Volker, you're up. Because this all happened silently, by the way. There's a flash of light upstairs.
Well, that's not good, considering that as far as I know, nobody else in the party has the light cantrip. So, I'm still stealthing, but I'm going to take me up. Oh, you go.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Who died?
It was just the music.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fucking narrow, man. What the
I
hell?
know. There you go.
Well,
as a halfling, you can head through the legs of
yeah,
Grim.
I was gonna say, good thing I'm a halfling. I can just literally walk through the two tall ones.
Yep.
I don't
And
want
then
to. Oh, this part of the map doesn't have grid.
I removed it because of the narrow staircase.
My movement ends here anyway, so.
Sounds good. Grid's back.
Actually, no, I can take a dash action. Can sneak further ahead. I would like to peek around the corner.
As beautiful as stealth is, it can see you if you're right in front of it.
Oh, that's the thing here. I didn't see it. Never mind. I'm very sorry.
The dumbest wizard in the history of ever. I'm gonna dash in front of it and then just sit down and pretend it can't see me.
It would be amazing
did
at
not
genuinely
see
if you
it.
didn't notice it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tiny creature, and the game was very zoomed out for me. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a chair. It looked like a chair decoration.
I mean, you're short. It's floating. You just don't look up.
Yeah.
Right, let me retrace my trail of actions. Yeah, this sucks. Okay, so I was here. I'll walk over here. I see the geyser as I'm passing down through Kia's legs. Not great. Now, out of character question. Should I engage while we are in this cramped ass bullshit place, or should I stagger my turn and wait until it floats away?
I mean, if you don't attack, I'm going next, and I'm going to attack. So
Fair enough. I'm going to. This guy's not gonna like it at all. I don't have a token. I forgot to get a token. Action. I'm going to cast. Earthen Grasp on this thing. And I'm going to backpedal away. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw.
Let me
Coming
ping
right
the
up.
spell real quick. Where the hell is my character sheet?
It's okay. It's a 0.
I think that fails.
Yep.
I'll still ping the spell, though.
I appreciate it. So I can know what it does. Ooh, 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Okay, roll 2d6.
I'm gonna squeeze it like a stress ball.
Okay.
What is that calm? One of the wildest calms of all time. I'm gonna squeeze it like a stress ball.
You know what I'm saying?
Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. I love this one. This spell.
This was the spell in question, the one that I was asking if it could be potentially non-lethal.
I see.
It takes 5 bludgeoning damage as I'm squeezing it.
Okay. It starts, a squeak comes out from it, and a squeak
No!
followed by a gurgle. As it begins flailing its eyes. Enzim, you're up.
All right, gentlemen. I'm going to walk over to here, and it's fine. I'm just gonna be in this corner right here.
The grid is
It's okay.
devilish.
I'm going to cast everybody's favorite spell.
Sparkle Blast.
Sparkle Blast?
Ray of Fire.
Find familiar?
No.
Find
None
some
of that.
bitches.
Oh, magic.
What is that?
missile.
Magic Missile.
Yep.
1d4, so it takes /R 3d4 plus 3. 8 points of damage.
As these darts, one of its eyes, you can see it droop a little bit, the eyelid half closed as it's slowly blinking from these bolts of force that you send towards it, and it can't move. Yeah. This thing is it's out of a nightmare. You saw it in the sewers. This thing should not exist. What do you want to do?
I'm no longer frightened, right?
You are still frightened.
So I can't move towards it.
You can throw darts.
Yeah, if you have anything that you can throw, you could use that.
Yeah, you'd be rolling straight because it is grappled.
Let's see. Oh, I have a spear. Can I throw spears?
Yeah, you
Nice.
just toss a spear.
Cool. I have a two-handed spear that I'm just gonna try to back myself as close to the wall as I can because I can't really move any further and try to chuck the spear at it. So
Go
You can
ahead.
strafe this way.
So with a 15, is that Mac 1d8? Oh, go ahead and roll me a d6 because I think the two-hand is when you're holding it with two hands. Tossing it is just a d6. So roll a d6 and we'll add 4 to that.
What if it's thrown with both hands?
I'd like to see you try to. You rolled even better damage by rolling a d6.
It's 10 damage. I'll take it.
I mean, it would have been good to have this encounter go on further and Graham get to do something, but the spear hits it straight in the mouth. It pins it to the wall, out of the Maximilian's earthen grasp.
That's rude.
Is very rude, but holy crap. These things need to be harder. As you you kill it with that massive amount of damage.
Grim
I
hasn't
play
even
Magic
seen the
Missile.
thing yet.
Grim didn't even get to do anything, unfortunately.
I didn't get to see it. I haven't made it around the corner yet.
Oh,
I
I'm
heard
so
whack, whack,
sorry.
whack, whap.
Everything
And then,
going on
it's the
okay up
sound of
there?
the sound of the spear like quivering in the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, he just yells back down. I think it's dead. I'm not sure. I just kind of threw something at it, and it's stuck to the wall now.
What, the cat?
Definitely not a cat.
Do we see any evidence that possibly this thing had recently eaten a cat?
Go ahead and give me a perception check or an investigation check.
I mean, I'm not afraid to. Assuming that we are not in a turn order anymore, I'm not afraid to, vivisect this thing. Well, it's dead, so.
I would like to go and look in all of these rooms.
Sure.
Husband will walk up the stairs so that he can at least be with everybody else and see what they're seeing.
Absolutely. I'm gonna push you up there.
Yeah.
Get fucking shoved.
There you go. You're up there now.
I'm gonna have
Like,
my earthen
was-
grasp
was
follow
that
us,
it?
man.
I don't know. I was told there's only one of those things.
Only one of them where? In the house? In the world? Did we just kill an endangered species?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Have you seen these things before? I haven't seen them except for when we were down the sewer.
Didn't we see one in that shop?
Oh, that's right. There was the doll, right?
Yes.
Had a lot more eyes than this thing, though, right?
Yes. Mr. DM, I would be interested in seeing if I can collect any alchemical properties from this thing. And I would also like to see if it ate a cat.
Give me an alchemist tool check.
Intelligence, right?
I believe in alchemy check. Probably intelligence.
I'm gonna look underneath the bed to see if there's a cat underneath the bed.
Okay. I'll get
15.
Volker's first. A 15? You only one of the eyes is salvageable, and you don't find any cat remains in its digestive
Hey.
tract.
I have two
So the
eyes
cat
now.
might still be alive.
Enzyme, as you look under the bed, staring back at you are the two glinting orbs of cat eyes.
We're gonna get
Aha!
scratched.
I would like to try to coax it out.
Give me an animal handling check.
Ah, my cat just came to me when I did that. I shouldn't have done that.
That's fun.
Come on, cat. Ah. A 9.
I mean, it worked in real life.
With your night vision, dark vision, you can see as you give it You can see its hackles raise. You can see its back kind of arch a little bit as it leans back away from you.
Right, Liz, I found the cat. And I'm gonna call out in a loud voice.
All right, good. I guess we don't have to find one out in the wild.
It's under the bed.
I'll just leave it. It's fine. I don't care what it is.
Do we need to tell the old lady about this cat?
I mean, it is hers. That's the idea. Does you want to bring the cat out so that we can show her where she is?
Once I'm done, provided I have enough time. Once I'm done, with the gazer, I would be interested to see if I can look about to see where and how this thing ended up in a old woman's house.
Sure. How do you want to do that?
The relevant skill that comes to mind would be like investigation to see if I can find like like a passage or something that we connected to like somewhere. I don't know. Like besides that, I don't know. Either that, Arcana, or anything else.
Esben will assist you on that, and
I can shift my focus and cast detect magic now that I'm not in combat. So detect magic and the likes.
Give me an investigation check with advantage with Esben's help.
Esben will also take out his viol and start playing some soothing music to help him focus.
I love the sound of that. Investigation.
We also have the bardic.
Yes, sir. I'll see if I have to use it. Use it or you lose it. I don't want to upset the bard. It's a 23.
23. As you take a look around the whole house itself, you are able to... There's no way from inside the house itself, but right outside the door, you find, just in the alleyway, a sewer grate that has been slightly pushed aside. Very similar to the one that's in Troll Skull Alley. You can presume that this gazer came from within the sewers.
Well, that's not good. How heavy is the manhole?
Oh, heavy? Pretty heavy.
I'll help you out with that if you need some assistance.
I can help them out as well.
The man picks it up with one finger.
Yes, with Grim's help, easily enough to...
With Grim's help, you easily pick it up with one finger?
Not me, you.
And so, that's what you found.
All right. That's unfortunate for the lady. Thankfully, the cat seems to be safe.
Yeah, did the cat look hurt at all?
I mean, it's good that the cat's safe. I feel like it's more important that her house should be safe, but what do I know?
House is a mess, but the cat is healthy.
Right.
She seems very concerned about the cat.
I'm going to walk out of the room now, and I'm going to come up and go, right, Steez, this is the second things that we's killed like that. Why do they keep coming?
Good question. And this
they have an infestation problem.
Volker is going to put both of his face by his chin, and he's like, it's probably the tentacle monsters.
The what? You mean the thing that we saw in the sewers before?
Yeah. Those, mind flayers.
Right. Are they dangerous? I mean, the
Very.
brain was. What's they do?
Well, they either eat your brain or they... He's gonna remember that he's talking to Handsome. Do terrible things to your body and mind.
Come on, I'm sure it's not that bad.
What if we goes down, or you guys goes down into the sewers and we kills them at the source?
They are very powerful.
I don't remember anything that happened the last time we saw one.
What makes you think that we can eliminate them as easily as that? I suspect that we might need more help than just us if we want to take all of these
considering
out.
that they managed to subdue Grim to fight by their side. I agree with what he's saying. We might need to get stronger and more people, possibly.
Or
Right.
both. I don't get me wrong. I think it's an excellent idea. However, I think that maybe the timing of the idea is not as opportune as I would like.
Out of character, Mr. DM. Did the book at any point describe that the mind flayers are usually a part of a sect? And not, I wouldn't say rarely, but like unlikely for them to be a single cluster?
The book would have, you would have had references to the Mind Flayers as a race working together. However, the knowledge that you gleaned, you already picked up on. So at this point, if you want more knowledge, you'll have to go back.
Understandable. Then I shall not inform the party of that. I also don't wish to go back to the sewers if possible.
For now, is there a way we can block it off here so that there's no more infiltration into this old lady's house, and then we can later on see if we can purge the sewers of these monsters.
In the meantime, we could advertise us as these gazers killers and makes money. Whenever somebody sees them above ground, we can go kill them for money.
Actually, not a bad idea, but how big are the sewers exactly? Do we even have any idea how big these things are?
As big as a city.
Right, so we're talking about something that is very expansive. So we have no idea where their nest might be, assuming that there's even a nest. Who knows how filled this place is, and if there aren't bigger ones than what we saw there, because that thing looks pretty small.
That's what she said.
Right, well, considering how big this place is, I'm sure going
But
down
I
here is
have
not going to hurt anything.
Mr. DM, would I have much knowledge about the city itself from just being a member of the Order? Would I have any kind of clue as to how large or how old the sewers might be? Because age can, the older they are, probably the more.
Give me with your experience in the watch, this would be a history check. I'd give you advantage on this specific question.
I like it when the DMs give situational advantages.
Advantage. And you said this was history?
Yes.
That's suboptimal. That is a
What
10.
do you remember? A 10.
What was the number you rolled?
I rolled an 11, but I'm -1. Hey, look, that's like double what I've been rolling previously.
So, with a 10, which is average knowledge, I mean, and your question was like, how elaborate is
Either
the sewer
how
system?
large or how old, and do I have...
You don't remember when the sewer system was built. That's not something that happened when you were alive. I mean, just as much as I understand, because 10, just for reference, frame of reference, 10 is average. So this is what the average Joe would know about something. And plus, you're not trained in anything. So on average, you know that the sewer system stretches the entirety of the city. I mean, everybody has to use the restroom. And so, like, it's pretty big. You're pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I feel like, that's what an average understanding of it would be.
I've been labeled perfectly adequate.
Correct. Yes.
Oh my god, I just found an image of Handsome. Anyways, I would be interested now that we find what can we do to secure the manhole so it doesn't
I mean, the easy answer would be putting something heavy on it.
Yeah, that thing was weak as fuck in terms of strength, so
You think the manhole cover would be enough as it is then, right?
probably. I mean, those things are tiny.
Well, we'll open the manhole cover then.
I don't know, man. I could. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. Only a turtle.
Well, either way, I'm just gonna go down real quick just to see like what kind of pathways are in this area at the very least. I can maybe get a guess as to like where this thing might have came from. Hopefully.
Where did it come from? Where
Where
did
to
it go?
Yes. Well, we'll find where Gazer-eyed Joe went, or came from at least.
It's multi-eyed Joe.
Oh, multi-eyed Joe. Okay, you know the song better than I do. Esmond's gonna actually just go down into the sewer area just to see like what kind of like, is it like a junction? Is this kind of like just a two-way pathway? Like, what is it?
The two-way path, the manhole, the sewers?
Going down into the sewers, right? He just kind of goes down for like a few seconds to see what like area of the sewers this is.
Yeah, no, I mean, you head down, and similar to what you experienced before, it's almost like you're at a junction. You can see that there's 3 different paths that head off straight in different directions. You can see light shining in from further. Actually, at this point, it's kind of dark, so you don't see the light shining in. With your dark vision, you can see a certain way, but yeah, it's very similar to what you experienced in the other sewer section.
It's so uncanny that Dragonborns have dark vision now.
And there's, I'm assuming there's not going to be any, like, signs that something kind of came from a specific area, right?
You gotta. I mean,
I guess that'd be like a tracking, right? Like if I'm gonna look for like
yes,
footprints
that
or
would
something.
be like a survival check.
Okay, let's try doing that. Is it going to react? There we go. 15.
Yeah. With a 15 survival check, you can put together that this thing, which floats, doesn't leave any footprints. And considering that the manhole cover was open, somebody left it open. It didn't look like in and of itself was pretty strong. So you can piece these pieces together that, all right, I can't figure out where it came from, but it probably just floated out an open hole.
Okay. All right, well, they'll go back up and just let people know there's no idea where it came from. But my thought is just put something, close the hole with the manhole, and then we'll just put something heavy on top. Probably our best bet.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. So you're able to find like a barrel that's off to the side and shuffle it over the manhole cover, and reasonably enough, unless somebody comes over here and moves the barrel, it'll stay shut probably. And what do you guys want to do next?
We can return towards the lady and inform her the job is done.
Absolutely. So, Esvin, considering you're the one who spoke, you guys end up going back to the tavern, and you greet up with Uza as she is still sobbing into a drink. And when you inform her that the cat Filipina is safe, she is ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic. And as she hugs each and every one of you multiple times, she, just before rushing off, looks at the group of you and takes something out of a satchel that she hands. It looks like to be a book. Sets it on the table, says, "I don't have anything to pay, but thank you so much. I must go see my Filipina. This is a gift to you." Hands it over and runs off.
All right.
Okay. Espen's going to look at the book.
It is clearly a wizard's spellbook.
Oh my god.
Oh, good. Something I have no use of.
Just to throw it away. I don't need this. Bye.
Tosses it
Odd
behind
job.
the shoulder.
I'll grab it.
Well, here you go.
Yeah.
This is not something that would be more useful for you than me. So,
As you open it, it looks to be it's written in halfling, and yeah, but the broad strokes looks like it was somebody using the halfling language as opposed to a true halfling. But I'll go ahead and show it to you. I'll put it into your journal. How about that?
Wow.
There you go. It's a wizard spellbook gift from Uza.
Let's have a look. Right.
Yep. Yeah, but at this point it is nighttime, and so you are going to have to trek back to Trollskull Manor as night has descended.
Oh my god.
all right. Well, I'm glad that that's over.
I would like to spend the rest of my day working with the necklace.
Okay. It is the end of the day. So you could probably spend about an hour.
I do apologize, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
What
Welcome back.
happened?
You guys
Why am I injecting stuff into my brain?
got a wizard spell, wizard spell book as a gift from Uza for finding her cat,
What a
and
useless
headed back
item.
to Trustwell Alley.
Yes, Grim and
Uh,
Espen are currently plotting on how they can burn it to make a fire to keep them warm.
no.
Oh, what a pointless book.
It just speaks in gibberish. I don't understand any of these squibbles. Scribbles. Squibbles. Sure. That'll work.
Scribbles and scribbles.
The squibble.
So, you guys get back to Truskull Alley, and back to the manor. But I need to take a 5-minute mute time. I'll be back in just a second. If you can either talk about your plan, what do you want to do, how you want to get the money or something, but I'll be back in just a minute.
Sounds good.
I know what I'm doing right off the rip.
What are you doing?
I am going to see if there's an access point to the sewer somewhere close to our
There is.
manor.
There is.
Ah, fudge. But
Why? What's your plan?
oh, because
I think he was
now
doing a safety check.
I'm gonna just be able to not sleep from now on.
Actually, I have a potential way to fix that.
Oh?
Oh. Just something I picked up recently. By the way, don't try to wake me up again.
Oh. It weren't me. I didn't do it.
I saw you running back into your room.
You saw someone else.
Okay. I wouldn't try it again, that's all I gotta say.
How's are we gonna get gold?
That is a good question.
The order will pay me something for tracking down what I can about this problem they're having.
Right, about that.
Yes?
Do you have like a lead? Someone to talk to specifically, or?
All I know is that it appears to the order that the editor of the paper seems to know, let's say, more than a concerned citizen might know. They some of the language in their reports that's been slipped in seems to indicate that they know more than they're letting on, and the order is interested in me chasing down the lead to try and figure out exactly what they know.
Okay, well, good to know, and you should probably be... Depends, what exactly plan do you have for taking care of that issue?
Well, I need to talk to the editor of the paper first and see what we shall see. It appears to me that having somebody who, in a pinch, can maybe read a mind or skim a thought or two might be a benefit. Might make our job that much easier.
Do you want to go in just blindly interrogating him, or do you want someone else to kind of, like, poke at the subject?
Well, I thought the three of us would go in together and sit down and introduce ourselves. I thought, as members of the Order, that being that it typically gives some amount of standing with your average upstanding citizen. Although this citizen might not be upstanding if they are involved in these type of dealings.
Right. So did you want us to try to maybe go in as a group, or maybe have one person come in one way and the other person come in the other if the first way didn't work?
I thought we'd go in as a group. Then
Okay.
it becomes it's obvious what we're trying to do. We're trying to gain information. We're not trying to be underhanded. I feel that the order might frown on us trying to be underhanded in our dealings regarding this matter, or at least overtly underhanded.
Seems rather silly to me to worry too much about morals as long as you get the job done, but
The order has its priorities.
well, it's your job. I'll do it your way, either way. I'll let you take lead on the whole subject, but I'll help when I can.
Your insight into people will be helpful.
I'm sure my insight will be extremely useful. Especially since it has to do with my wisdom.
Right.
Flat zero looking ass.
We have the best party ever, guys. We definitely had a conversation about if anyone was gonna play wisdom at all, and the answer was, a monk can do it a little bit. Oh, in a
I'm
game?
using the resources I have that are available to me.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can. No, it's a second level spell.
I can always kill someone and get a new party member.
Yeah, kill me, it's fine. I'll get a knowledge domain cleric.
Yo, that's insane.
That shit's broken.
I'm not
bro.
allowing you to play that shit.
I'll be the better wizard. Hey, what's this look like? Wizard's over here going, I think this is an arcane spell book and this. My cleric comes over and goes, no, you're wrong. It's this, and this. How do you know? I just know. I got knowledge implanted into my brain.
Reliable 20.
Reliable 20. It's insanity, bro.
I'm back.
I mean, I'll be the first
Welcome
one to say
back.
that sometimes I can ignore a few things here and there. Kia, how good are you at being able to read people?
Yeah, kind of furrows her eyebrows and goes, It depends. The better I know them, the better I can read them, but generally I have a pretty good sense for when they're being at least shifty or up to no good. Beyond that, I'm still working on it.
She might be a better option than I am.
I suppose I can bring all of you. There's no hard cap on who I am allowed to have assist me in these types of things.
Oz can cast spells for you. DM, I would like to go outside and I would like to go find the sewer access point that's near Troll Skull Manor.
Storm. You head out, and you know it's at the end of the alley. And so you head over there past the bent nail, and you find the sewer grate.
Does it look like it's still on there securely?
How closely do you inspect it?
I'm gonna go up to it.
Esben will
You
be
go up
with
to
you.
it. The two of you walk up to it. You kneel down and get your hands around the bars and heave a little bit, and you feel it lift slightly.
Ah, nuts.
Do you want me to at least make it that everybody knows that this thing is opening when it shouldn't be?
Can you do that?
I have a plan, yes.
Alright, I think we should do it. I'm just worried about those things coming out of the sewers and attacking us since we've killed 2 of them now.
Right. This is going to be quite loud. Do you want me to do this now or maybe in the morning?
I mean, what if they comes out at night?
Okay, we'll do it now. If anyone comes to make any questions, try to deflect.
Ah, right. Oz can do that. I think.
All right. Well, I am going to go over to this grate. Does this grate have, like, any openings at all?
Does it have any opening? What do you mean?
Like a hole somewhere, or anything that kind of has, like, air pockets that might be coming through? Or is it just, like, just a flat board, almost?
Oh, no, it's like a manhole cover. So there's bars. Think, like, medieval level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
bars.
if that's the case, I'm just wondering, just because Magic Mouth was kind of weird, and it would use anything as a way of, like, having a mouth kind of, like, form in a way.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So I will be casting a spell. Let me get to my spells, because this is where it...
Are many!
I'm going to cast Magic Mouth.
Okay.
And let's see. A message that is uttered when you choose the object, which is going to be the grate or the manhole cover.
Yep.
Speak a message must be 25 words or fewer, and can be delivered as long as 10 minutes. Okay. So, let's see. The same volume you spoke. Oh, well, this is going to work really well with thaumaturgy, then.
Thaumaturgy.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, why? All right, so what do you do?
All right, 25 words, right?
25 words.
Let's see. And it can be in the lapse of 10 minutes. So I could just do like a really short phrase up to 10 minutes.
Yes.
Let's see.
Get out of here.
How about just, I am being opened? Very, 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 very loud as I can make it, as loud as he can scream, and then however loud that thaumaturgy can go.
Okay.
10 times your voice, I think.
That's
10 times,
loud, by the way.
yes. I know.
I have to look up laws for, disturbing the public peace or something. Because this is like, 10, 11 o'clock at night.
No.
Probably fine.
Just say, help, I'm being opened. That way it's 5 words, and so it'll be done 5 times in 10 minutes.
Help, I'm being
opened.
Yep. Help, I'm being opened.
5 times over 10 minutes.
Yep. So it would be repeated every 5 times over 10 minutes. Okay. So what? Every 2 minutes?
Yeah.
So it'd be repeated every 2 minutes. So what you're saying is that, like, if somebody goes to open this, then for the next 10 minutes, every 2 minutes, it touch the loudest. I'm gonna make you hurt for this. The loudest help I'm being opened is gonna go off. That's what's gonna happen.
Yup.
Okay.
To make you hurt for it.
Yo, this is a good idea,
Oh,
Asmund.
no.
Woohoo! You got 10 out of 10
Oh.
right here.
You are.
And then I show up and I'm like, I want to cast Arcane Lock on it.
So, you cast this, and so does it require, if with the specifics of the spell, do you have to sit there for 10 minutes and every 2 minutes say that?
Sweet.
Help! Help!
Okay, so the first time you say it, it just rings through the streets. And within 30 seconds, the first door you see open is Tally from the bent nail. What the hell's going on out here?
Right.
Help!
Listens. We've come across some information.
What are
that
you two
the
doing
sewers-
here? And
the
why are you
sewers-
yelling in the middle of the night?
The sewers aren't safe, and we're making the neighborhood safer. You just got
Sewers won't safe. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Help!
Don't listen. It's all right. He's got it taken care of.
Next, you see the fire genasi from across the street show up as he's carried a giant hammer. Like it looks like it should be used for smithy, but he's holding it, hefting it, looking ready to smash someone's skull in. What's going on out here?
Right. We's just making sure that nothing comes out of the sewers.
And it requires yelling at the top of your lungs across the entire street.
Yes.
We're speed running worst neighbors here really fast.
Reverse rep farming.
At this point, the second time you yell out, "Help! I'm being opened!" As Tally's gonna try and push past you, Henzim to go walk up to Esben, and I mean, what does he do? He walks up to you, Esben. What does it look like you're casting this magic? It is taking you 10 minutes to cast this, and what does it look like?
Just like touching the grate, and it's just kneeling down, touching the grate, and just screaming at the top of his lungs outward because it says he wants to make sure that it's as vocal as possible.
As you say that, he steps up, he covers his ears, then he's gonna just grab you and start shaking, trying to pull you away from the grate. That's enough. That is enough.
I'm gonna
Give
cast
me
calm
a-
emotions.
Oh no.
All right, what does he have to roll? Wisdom save.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
He's a commoner. This is a 10. He rolled a 10. He goes to shake you, Esmond, and he stops. He's like, "Hey, man, that's really loud. I mean, if you could stop, that would really help me out. I'm trying to sleep, and I got an early day tomorrow. You woke me up from
Right.
dead asleep."
See, you need to understand. You might
It's
get
being opened.
sleep tonight, but we're trying to save all of your lives.
At this point, the fire genasi Smith, I'm forgetting his name, says, "Okay, explain to me, how are our lives in danger?"
And I'm going to minor illusion a image of the tentacly eyeballed monster on the palm of my hand. Those things
What is-
lives in the sewers, and they comes out of the sewers. So unless you want to have your minds eaten by one of these things, I'd suggest you let us finish, because now, if his things works, then if one of those things tries to come out of the sewers, then we'll all knows, and we can just knows that something's happening.
Give me a persuasion check. Help! I'm being opened!
Guys, I'm trying over here.
What do you get?
I'm still rolling.
I'm curious what everyone else in the party is like
Natural. For
thinking.
the love of everything in this fucking world, bro. This is the 7th nat one tonight.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
need the comic
freak.
relief. I'm here for it.
Okay, as you're trying to explain this to the smithy, we're gonna like pan over to Trollskull Manor. You guys just hear. So far, you've heard him yell twice. "Help!
Grim is gonna roll his eyes and be like, I swear if the Order asks me about this tomorrow, and go into his room and close the door.
Honestly, this helps. Honestly, I guess it's not sleeping for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna go back to making the necklace. I'm willing to stay late.
Okay, so you're gonna keep on working on that necklace.
I mean, considering it's Sven, there's nothing Volker can do to stop this man on a quest.
You've learned this in the last several weeks that Espen has an idea. He goes with it.
I'm using my inspiration point to re-roll the persuasion check.
That sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, I hope it's another one.
It's a 20.
Okay, what do you get?
A 20.
30-20.
30-20, okay. With that image and the calm emotions as Tally is just speaking, yeah, that's really disruptive, but I guess if our lives are in danger, one night of disruption like this should be fine. And then the Fire Genasi Smith, his hair is still smoldering. You can see his emotions are rising, but still he's like, how long is he going to do that?
Not very much longer.
Not very much longer. He's already yelled out twice. How many times is it in at this point? He yells out again.
Well, like I said, it would be 5 times.
Yep. So the third time he yells out, and the Smith like winces. Oh. Okay. So somehow you yelling in the middle of the night is going to protect our lives. Fine. This isn't going to happen again. Yes.
It'll happen again only if something comes out of the sewers.
Only if something comes out of this. All right, great. What if one of the city sewer workers has to go into the sewer?
Then it probably won't happen.
Give me a deception check.
I have no idea how the spell works.
You didn't talk about that at all, so that's not something Espen would think about.
If you don't know how the spell works, give me a persuasion check instead.
It's the same stat.
Okay, fair enough. What'd you get?
11.
He looks at you. Oh, dear.
Oh my god.
Oh, Kia, you're trying. You're trying to send so much. Okay.
I wonder.
Okay. We'll skip you with those persuasion checks. You can hear the Smith as he walks back to the Smith. He's mumbling, "Oh, City will hear about this. I'll get something on this."
How is Fala, the herbalist, reacting to that? She's a neighbor.
She is your neighbor, yes.
Why do you
you'll
do
see.
this, Flippy?
She doesn't come out, so you don't know how she reacts to this. And so you finish casting the spell for the entire duration. At like the last, because it lasts 10 minutes, as you're saying the last words, the last word is cut off short because you mistimed it just slightly.
God, honestly.
Help me, no!
Exactly. Okay. So you now have the magic mouth spell on the sewer grate. Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna use that.
Right. I'm gonna look at Esmond after he's done and go, right, here's an idea. Why don't next time we talks about what's gonna happen? That way I can try to understand what's going on and not just have to guess halfway through. It might be a better plan.
I know exactly what the next magic mode is gonna be. I'll post it in memes.
Oh no.
I should be here. Okay. So,
Oh yeah.
anything else? I mean, well, like while I was gone, did you guys figure anything out, or you ready to go on to the next day?
I'm just doing my business.
Okay.
Shall I roll for something? I don't remember.
I had a thought to think about this. You put in the hours. Once you reach 8 hours, like an 8-hour period, we'll do this moving forward. Once you reach 8 hours of work on it, that's when you'll do the roll, and then we'll just, add up until the end of the project. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
past 8 hours already.
You're past 8 hours and we established it was going to take like 3 full days to work on this, I think. So a full 24 hours. You've already put in the 8 hours, the first section. So now you're working on the second 8-hour period, I think.
Sure.
All right. So yeah. So just keep track of your hours, and once you reach 16 hours of work, that's when you'll do another check.
All right.
Okay, so you guys can take a rest. You go to sleep.
Grim
Kia,
has been resting.
you have been resting. You're able to sleep through this.
Well, I know who not to trust if there's ever like a break in.
Yeah. Underneath your door, you do find the letter that I believe Grim placed there. So in your journal, you'll find that letter, which you can read on your time. So we will go ahead and get to the nighttime.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
Volker,
No!
your dreams descend into that similar mind space. You find yourself in an endless library, its towering shelves vanishing into a twilight sky. The air hums with unseen power, and a dim, flickering light casts shifting shadows across the floor. The books are restless. Some float from their shelves, pages turning as if searching for somethings. Others whisper, their words barely audible, like winds of dry leaves. As you walk between the shelves, you notice letters begin burning away from the spines of the books, the ink searing into bright red embers before vanishing completely. You reach for one, and the moment your fingers touch the cover, it bursts into flame. A grand hourglass stands before you, impossibly large. It stands frozen in mid-fall. The grains glow faintly, pulsing like dying embers. Then one by one they ignite, flickering into tiny sparks before vanishing into smoke. And as it vanishes into smoke, you look like time is running out. A single book falls from the high shelf, landing at your feet with a heavy thud, its pages blackened and curling before your eyes. The fire spreading outwards in tendrils of hungry flame around you. The words within the book shift and twist, rearranging themselves into a single searing vision. A sunburst of fire, a deafening roar, a wave of unbearable heat that consumes everything. The force of it sends books, shelves, and even the sky itself into oblivion. For a brief moment, the flames shaped themselves into a roaring maw, then collapsed inward as the fire swallows the world. As the last of the hourglass's sands burn away, the glass shatters, sending molten shards tumbling into the abyss. In their wake, a single golden coin spins in the air, glowing like the heart of a forge. It turns 3 times, then drops into the void. And then you wake. The phantom heat still tingling on your skin. And the rest
All
of you
right.
complete a long rest. You do too, Volker, but
No,
that's
he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
no, you don't. You
No long rest for you.
All right. One times, something that can happen twice is a pattern. Okay. That adds another stuff to do on my list of things to do. Right.
Did we hear any magic mouths in the night?
No, you didn't.
Thank goodness.
Someone yelling back across the sewer.
It's a. Listen,
Actually, come to think of it, I wouldn't want to be in the sewer hearing the reverb of that the entire way down. That would be awful.
listen. Where you just outsmarted the DM with magic mouth and calm emotions.
You outsmarted me with
You're
magic.
so
mouth and
gonna
calm
get your
emotions.
character killed, Storak. Holy shit.
I didn't cast magic mouth. Why am I the problem?
You were there when that happened.
That was a pretty clutch use of calm emotions.
It was. I gotta give you a lot of credit for that one.
All right, let's see my portent. Ooh!
Ooh, wow.
Oh.
No, I
I
don't like
swear, if he gives me a nat 1 today,
that.
No,
Okay.
I have
no.
like 11 of those things.
The city guard's gonna come over to talk to Esben. That's when he's gonna use the nat 1.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh,
All right. So once we meet again, Volker is gonna ask everyone, how was your night? Any dreams?
Just a
Right.
lot of screaming.
I mean, was that after everything happened last night?
We almost. Well. Tally might not be so happy with us, but. It's fine.
I'll get him a gift.
That might be a good idea.
What does a woodworker like?
Wood? I don't know. I'm not a woodworker. He's the smart one, but he can't wear his clothes right, so maybe he's not so smart. And I point at Volker.
I'm not a woodworker.
Right. Anyways, Oz didn't have any dreams, and we made this street safe.
Right.
Well, I will certainly know if somebody tries to come out of the sewers.
Does it?
Damn it.
I
I completely forgot to test it. Oh well.
What were the thresholds that you put on that spell?
What, you mean the thing that triggers it?
Yes.
If it's ever taken off.
What if a city has to work on with the sewers?
Oh,
You know,
No, sewer
it's
worker.
best not to think so that.
Right.
Espen looks like he's just gonna, like, he opens his mouth to actually, like, look like he's going to respond, and then just closes his mouth and just doesn't say anything.
Yeah, keep your snout shut.
Right, so now he's gonna go do the thingy for yous, right? And I point at Grim.
If this is a good time,
I don't see why it wouldn't be as a good time.
Right. Well, so I did that to that grate. Do we want to be doing that to every grate that we see, or just
I don't
ours?
think so. I think just ours.
Fair enough.
And you know, we should probably put up like a flyers or something saying that if you do see a gazers, that we could kill it for a fee. Try to make some monies.
I guess we could make some posters.
Maybe we can stop by a poster making shop after we do his thing. And I'm gonna
Out of character, did Kia ever ask for Volker's alchemical supply tools?
I thought that happened last session.
I don't think I ever asked him though. I think I just got the.
I think I think you guys talked about it. I don't know if you like actually asked for the tools themselves. I know it's talked about. I just don't remember what the end result was.
Yeah, I never asked him for them. We just had talked about it.
Okay.
Right. Do
At this
you
point,
guys?
You guys hear a knock on the door.
It's the fucking complaint department.
I got it.
oh, pose.
Bonus action. I'm looking through my owl's eye. How many people do I recognize them?
You recognize one individual, although it looks like there's no, there's three individuals, but you recognize one. This is Rainier, Neverember, who steps up to the door and is knocking on the door.
What a nice person, huh?
Esben will open the door. Morning.
And you are greeted with the face of Rainier, which I will. You guys have what he looks like, as well as who Loon also looks like in your journals in one of the handouts. But he greets you, and this time, instead of the disheveled, sleep-deprived noble that you rescued, here is a pristinely dressed man with red hair, flaming red hair. He's dressed to the nines. He's got the polished boots that you look down can see your reflection in. He's got buckle and then a second buckle and a third buckle. He's got buttons that reach up half his sleeves, and he's got like a half jacket on that is draped over one of his shoulders as you open the door to this. Ah, why is it not my friend Esben? It is great to see you.
Oh, welcome. Hey, come on in.
Well, thank you. If you don't mind my my guards now, they're gonna stay outside. As he steps in, click, click, as it seems like he's got some type of metal piece on his shoes to make his steps sound a little bit grander. As he looks around at the main floor, who all is down here right now?
I would be down there.
I will be down.
I
So
would
Kia.
also be down there. So everybody.
So everybody's down there. He looks at all of you. Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I know it's not been that long, but I must thank you. I cannot thank you enough for your help. I wanted to stop by. I heard from my one of my friends that you all had taken up this place and had gotten it fixed up as well. I wanted to stop by, see what you're doing, see how you are carrying yourselves.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic on him. Not Detect
Sure.
Magic. Detect Thoughts on him to read his surface level thoughts. I don't
Okay,
want to throw him
surface
for
level
free.
thoughts are you get the one thought. This place smells nice. Fresh wood, always wonderful. And the I can see. Oh, that's fat, and oh, that's a bit out of date. Oh, how unfortunate. And
What does he think of the troll skull?
he hasn't seen the troll skull yet.
What is the
Kia, are you
first
wearing
thing
your
he sees?
mask? Would Kia be wearing her mask at this point?
She would. She also has her cloak that she bought, I think, those last session.
Yeah. So at this point, you like hard to tell. Like he looks at everybody, you can see he's got out of fashion. Oh, grim. So why is he doing pull-ups? What? What mask and color? Who's this? And you get these surface level thoughts of just like evaluating everybody, but just yeah, that's what you get as surface level thoughts.
I hope he
And
doesn't
then-
say my clothing are out of fashion.
I certainly know he's not thinking about me.
only handsome hears that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just gonna keep it running. I want to sort of the idea if he's trying, if he has any ulterior motives.
Sure.
Like
Sure.
something pops up that like he's like, well, this might work in my favor then, or something along those lines that the conversation is going.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he kind of steps in and, looks at the troll skull. Well, isn't this a magnificent beauty? Oh, didn't you guys mention that you fought one of these things about the day that you rescued me?
Yeah, around that same time frame. We got it from Durnan.
No. Thurnan himself has fought a few trolls himself. I'm surprised you convinced him to give him give you one of his. Mind me.
It was the one that we helped kill, so.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you all have, honestly, you fixed up the place. Looks like you're about ready to run a tavern out of here. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, that's the
Well.
hope, as long as we make the money for it.
We
Are you
still
short on
need
money?
to hire. Oh. That would be the case, yeah. We're still trying to get the papers done.
Oh, the paper. Oh, I can imagine this contracts or something. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of date when it comes to the cost of things. Well, hey, as a final favor, Ed, why don't I cover some of the cost for you? How much does it cost for you? As he pulls out a pouch and takes out several coins that glint with a platinum shine.
Well, I would like to insight then.
Sure. Give me an insight check. Surface level thoughts. You hear, oh, yeah, work. I'm sure that this would go to a better cause. Perhaps I can keep some good insight in case this ends up being a place that pops up in this area of the town. What do you get for insight?
17. God damn it, it was with advantage.
Oh, yep, roll again.
Oh!
Yeah. Well, you could give yourself that natural one if you wanted.
18, even better.
Hey, even better. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. With an insight check, you're reading, and like, what are you trying to read?
It's like,
Ulterior motives?
yeah, if he's like, oh, that's a very benevolent action to do towards us, but like,
Yeah.
he's just signing a blank check at us. Essentially, it's like, is there any ulterior motive for why he is willing to drop that much money on us?
You with an 18. Let's see, what would you read from him?
You're gonna get hit with
he's-
there might be.
He's kind of open at this point. Now that you guys are in this place, you guys did save his life, and there's a level of he feels somewhat indebted to you for
His
intervening.
friend's life?
You also saved his friend's life. He helped along with that, but you did get him out of the warehouse
All
when
the Kenkus.
the Kenkus were obviously searching for something.
True, fair.
And those Kenkus were clearly willing to knife somebody in the back.
Asbin knows this very well.
Asbin knows
I
this
don't
very
think
well.
I was there for that.
No, you weren't. So, I mean, he's not exactly trying to hide anything. And with that, I mean, okay, this is a political place. And it could be that he's trying to win some graces from you guys as an investment.
All right. So okay. I see. Well, that's very generous of you. As it is, it'll cost us 420 and 50 dragons to get the paperwork rolling. We do not know how much the getting the supplies to begin our selling and working business will take, and as it is, we're still missing employees to work for us.
I see. Yes.
Asbin,
Go
you
ahead.
hear in your head, who is this guy? Is he one of a friend?
No, this is the guy that you got dirty. Do you remember him?
No.
Okay.
Right, he was with us when we went down into the sewers, remember?
And you just see a grimace come across Henson's face for a second before he tries to make his face neutral again as he remembers who this guy is.
Right, and Asbin says it out loud because he doesn't know how to respond otherwise. So
Asbin just randomly goes, "He's the guy that came down in the sewers with."
remember?
At this
Imagine
point,
like you can see it's like, you know how Doom guy is like, looks to the left, looks to the right, and the two converse speaking.
and Rainier kind of chuckles. Yes, I'm the guy that you went down into the sewers with. Yes. So, okay. Well, 450. Well, I can't quite. I'm not going to provide for the whole thing. However, if I provide 300 for you, are you able to cover the rest?
Eventually. I don't have that kind of money right now, but we'll get some work. So it shouldn't take us that much longer if it's 150 versus 450.
Aye. He pulls out a stack of coins, set them on the table, and two separate stacks, and it's clearly 30 platinum coins, 30 suns.
My God, that's a lot of suns.
Well, I know a life is priceless, but perhaps this can help bridge the gap.
Well, that's very generous of you. We'll keep a tab open for you in the future.
Well,
then.
I fully intend on partaking of your wares and your hospitality in the future. So, I mean, the place is beautiful, and whoever had the knowledge to put the troll skull on the outside, that was fantastic, fantabulously done. Um, you surely know which alley you're stepping into now that that's there.
That was my
Um,
thought.
I see. All right. Well, all of you, it was wonderful to see you. I'm glad that I got to stop by. And you, random stranger with a mask and a cloak, you're creepy. But thank you very much. An elaborate bow. And turns around, and unless anybody else says anything, steps out.
No. I don't remember the description Kia had for her mask. How creepy is it?
Like an owl mask, if I remember correctly.
Eerie, probably, but not creepy.
I didn't actually go with the owl. It was like one of my ideas, but it's pretty much a kind of light wooden mask with kind of a vague face kind of carved into it. So right now it's just blank. But you can see like the natural kind of, I guess, swirls of the wood in it.
Oh, okay.
Squid Game Guard. Well,
I'm gonna look at Esben and go, Rot says, you know, you can just think your response and then your eyes can hear it, and we can have a conversation where you don't says it out loud.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
I thought that was intuitive. It made sense to me in my heads.
Right, well, I don't have the ability to just think thoughts towards someone, so I guess to me it's not clear.
Surprise it to me. And, you hear in your voice, in your head, just thinks it.
Help, I'm being opened.
no.
Was that you, or was that the great?
Oh no, is something happening?
I didn't hear anything.
Right. Alright. We's good. But that's how you do it.
Okay, so alright. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind for the future.
Literally keeps it in your mind.
Are you still concentrating on the tech thoughts?
I presume he's out of range now.
I mean, it's centered on you, so.
Yeah, but isn't it just one creature that does it?
No, it's a 10-minute concentration that you can scheme multiple people.
Oh, then yes, I'm still casting it.
Oh my god. You would hear if you so desire to target Volker. You would hear the utmost thought in his head is like, I really hope they don't have a thing in their heads.
I'm gonna look at you and make a mental connection. Go, Oz got a things in my heads. I have no idea what thing you're talking about. But that's. I'm just gonna in your head say, Oz got a things in my heads.
I hope that, and I'm thinking that back towards you. I hope that you don't. Otherwise, your life is in danger.
Hensum just goes completely like white-faced. White. What's you mean?
Like I mentioned yesterday, those mind flayers, they toy with people. The way they reproduce is by implanting their tadpoles into their victims' heads, and they turn into them. I hope that your new Mr. DM, how common are the psionic abilities? Obviously, they're quite rare to be a
Oh, very
scion
rare.
in on itself, but
Mhm.
I would assume that considering that one of the people that wrote the book is a Githyanki, that
Yes.
they mention psionics.
They would mention psionics, yes.
Either
So
you
the help.
are
Yes.
either you are blessed or cursed in a way for your psionic abilities to awaken, and he's gonna tap his, the side of his own head.
What? But I wasn't ever left alone with them. How could they stick their things in my brains if I wasn't left with them?
He's just gonna shrug at you.
Right. Can you use your magics on me to see if I got that in my head?
It is not in my capabilities. And to help where you to have that, it will require a vast amount of holy powers. And what was the other way? It's like a clerical aid, and what was the other way to solve it? Besides the usual decapitation and druidical reanimation restoration.
I think the only way was the only way that I remember mentioning is the cleric path.
All right. Well, vast amount of holy abilities. It's gonna side-eye onto Grim. Much greater than what he can produce. Time is of the essence, my friend.
Right. Wait, how long does it take for me to change?
Did I mention that in the book?
Nope.
It is still under my investigation.
Right. Arm's all right. I'm sure of it.
Oh god. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, your body hasn't changed at all yet, right? So.
Were you able to hear this mental conversation?
Oh no, I was having this out loud. I wasn't using my brain. As soon as you said something about me changing and using mind powers, that connection dropped. I shut
Okay.
it off.
Then
Yeah, I was under the impression it was being talked about. So.
yeah, you heard like the half end of the conversation.
Right. Arm's not changed yet, so arm's all right. I think.
As it is, I do think that you too may be compromised. And he looks at Esven.
What do you mean?
You suddenly went catatonic in the sewers, and when you came back, you were acting more primal, like a beast for a moment or two.
I don't remember that.
Sounds about right. But here's hoping that the implanting of the tadpoles are less subtle and something that is more noticeable. I'll keep on researching that. It takes a deep sigh. So, what is our plan for today? I know you 2, 3 are... Wait, how many people are going to do Grimm's Quest?
As many people as they want.
So we have Espen for the Bardics and Mishaps. We have Hansem for the mind reading. We have a Grim for being the official, and
Nice.
Kia for inciting people.
Sounds like everybody. You can come for the portents.
Sure, why not? I would like
Having
to
a
be
nat
there.
one on the DM is like a great ability.
Yeah. Today is the day I lost my character.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too.
Well,
Okay.
when are we beginning this investigation journey?
Will I have any idea what time the paper opens, closes,
Oh,
anything
This
like
is
that?
this is the paper. And they deal in the news. News never stops.
Okay. Well, considering it's the paper, I think we could go anytime we want.
Well, I have some business to deal with. I have some things to sell. Maybe there'll be enough to get the rest towards the... what's the word? The deals that we need to fill. He's
Actually,
gonna
this is-
pull out the spell book that he got from the fire orc that we incapacitated. I've studied everything that I could study from this, and I'm ready to returning towards not returning. Get it off of my hands for money, Mr. Glor. Now that I'm talking about it, I have not utilized those in the situation. How, as a wizard, nowhere does it say that when you are learning a new spell through a scroll, that you utilize a scroll for it. Were I were to learn a spell from a scroll, would I still be able to have the scroll, or do I have to spend the scroll for it?
You'll have to spend the scroll.
For shame. But with a spell book, it's still etched onto it.
With a spell book, the spell is still etched, yes.
All right.
So
then,
spell scrolls are consumable, spell books are not.
All right. Holy shit, the mask looks really good. What the hell?
Yeah, it's a really nice mask.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that one.
Then, well, I was not planning on selling those scrolls, and I don't think I ever will. But, I am interested in, I would assume, and I would be surprised otherwise, that the Watchful Order or Magists and Protectors accept, like, magical items, right? Or like trade.
So the order itself is not a guild in and of itself. It's kind of like a reserve group that you can be called upon to hey, that's the thing about the mages. It's your understanding of it is there's not a central hub that has the same benefits that a guild has. It's the politics are basically anybody who practices magic is strongly encouraged to join, partly so that should Waterdeep be attacked, they can all be called upon to defend it, but also partly to keep track of all the magic users. And so it's not a traditional guild in that there's a single place that you can go to.
Fair. That being said, the tower that I work with is, like one of the creators of this guild, quote unquote. So, unless I return towards my tower, I mean, either that or we go to that shady guy that is in Troll Skull.
But he's not shady.
It took him a long while to show his credentials of being, under the order.
Fair enough.
But what happens if you lose your book, or it gets burned, or water damaged, or whatever? Wouldn't you want to have a copy of these spells on hand?
I already have a copy of my own. He's gonna dig out another spellbook that he has. You can notice that it obviously doesn't have any personal notes on it when he, shuffles through it. That is a secondary one, should anything happen to this one.
Fair enough.
That thwarts my plans that I have, because I was gonna, if I were to go sell that in a specific place, then I would have ask if they had any duties that needed to be done there. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the difficulty with the mages.
How am I supposed to rep farm?
It's okay. You didn't find out that your character has a worm inside of his head today.
That's fine. You're fine.
Hey, look, man. Grim was listening to this conversation about the worm, and he's like, "Hey, Volker, come here." Or Henzem, he's like, "Come here." He's like, I honestly wouldn't even worry about it. Fish. If you ever go fishing, they have worms in them all the time. So it'll probably be fine.
Use a genius. Yep. Makes sense. Yep.
Well, I would still ask you, is there like a known person that could... Because technically this was a spellbook that we found from a orc that was torturing Flynn. And obviously this technically is I wouldn't say like evidence, but like under the circumstances that we found the spellbook, that it should be given to a superior of him for them to know like, hey, there was this spellcaster wizard that was doing these evil things in the sewers. Kind of deal. So would there be a superior that Volker could, besides Mahir's, that could delegate the spellbook onto?
Yeah, probably.
Excellent. Then, while no guild, this person will suffice. Then
I will tell you this. You would not be provided any compensation for your work.
Fuck.
That is something that I will, like, with your being a part of the guild, that is something that you would be aware of, is that you are, like, it is the unspoken expectation that you turn in your, turn in work or turn in contraband. That being said, it's very well known that nobody is compensated for the contraband.
Well, do I at least... No, I wouldn't say favor, but I might look upon more better. or
Are you?
providing. I don't know. I'm asking. I'm helping the city.
You're
Okay.
asking if you would gain favor for doing that, correct?
Well, you haven't done it
God damn it, man!
yet. In this way, I'm gonna let you choose what you do.
It is a full spell book full of first level spells.
Yes, it is.
Sell
Uh,
that bitch.
I imagine you could probably get some good money for that.
I mean, fuck. If I remember correctly, 20 sessions ago, Mr. Shady Guy was like 100 and something gold, which is quite a sum.
Hey,
But
that would get us to the rest of what we need for our tavern.
Yeah.
But I do feel that Volkur will also be inclined to serve the city and have this spellbook be investigated upon. What a moral dilemma.
Well, that's a question for you.
That is a very good question for you.
It is a very good question for me, but it also affects the party because that would net us enough money to have the tavern under a
Sure. If you want
I
to
had-
foot the rest of the bill, go for it.
I
I
have
fucking hate this.
absolutely zero use for a spell book.
Well, as it is, I have 43 gold left on me, and we still need 108 gold. So, how's money looking for everyone?
I have 3. Nope. I have 15 gold.
All right, let me get the calculator.
I have 52.
So 52
I have
plus
41.
15 plus 40. Oh, I mean, there it is. No, never mind, not quite. I don't. That's just from the 4 of us. That's exactly 150 that we need. Actually, 151. Espen can have 1 gold back. He needs it the most of all of us.
What are you
I have
talking about?
95.
You have 95?
Correct.
Well, let me scroll up and see how much did everybody spend for the manor itself.
I put in like 160, I think. Maybe not that much.
I know that I bled 450, so that should be an easy way to have a look. 450.
Oh, let me just look at my thing. 1 second. Nope. Was it session 11? It was. Okay. So as it stands, Grim gave 50, Kia paid 20, Esmond paid 159, Hansam paid 121, and Volker paid 450.
God damn it. I'm inclined towards Grim and Kia to provide some.
Yeah, go for it. I think when I was paying the 20, I definitely had a lot less in my wallet at the time. So.
Yeah, it seems like you're not spending it on anything, and you are consistently on no money. I don't know how you do that. Did you add the 20 gold, was it? No, 30 gold? How much you got paid by the potion?
I think we went halvesies for 25. I did not actually take a note on that.
I would say that Grim is not particularly rich, just generally. My gold stays pretty constant. Actually, I don't have 95 gold. I probably have less because of meals. It's what, 2 gold a day?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to take that out. Yep. How many
It
days
was
has
a
it been?
gold a day.
Sorry, it's been a day, so I have exactly 50.
I still have 15.
I got 93, I guess. It's probably a good... I think I missed a day or two, but...
Yeah, we'll just keep it.
So
I think I said that if
93
I don't
plus.
keep you guys accountable about the food, you don't have to worry too much. You don't have to worry
I
about that.
already spent a 10-day worth of food out
That's
of
right.
my money. So
Oh, that's right. I did that too. You just didn't. Yeah. Okay. So, I
so
actually still have it.
93 the balloons plus how much, Kia?
I think once I take out what I've been spending for food, 37, because it's been what, 1 day, 2 days?
37 gold. So we need 20 more gold.
I got 15.
Is that counting my gold? We need 20 more?
Yes, 93 plus 37 plus 15. So we need 5 more gold.
I'm not going broke immediately for this.
I mean, I can foot the 5 if need be.
All right, 93 Grimgram, 37 Kia, 15 Sven, 5 35, 15
And
Hensem, and 5 Sven. You guys and Hensem Sven.
look,
That
it's not like I planned that out.
No,
not planned.
but that's enough money. And with that, I know my answer. As much as it hurts me not to have money, I know my answer. What I'm gonna do with the spellbook. It is going to a magistrate, but not a pawn shop.
Right.
All right.
So I'm holding the 30 sons, right? No one's saying anything. Okay.
You? I mean, we're all on the way towards it, so we all have to sign for it. So I don't see what's the problem in that.
Are we doing this now, or are we taking care of Grimm's job?
How far out of the way is the news place towards where we have to go sign for the thingamajigers?
For the contracts?
Yes.
The contracts, that's going to be all taken care of in the trade ward.
We are currently in the North Ward, so...
You are currently in the North Ward. Yes.
Trade ward is way further south.
Yes. And you would know that the Waterdeep Wazoo is also in the North Ward.
Oh, well, might as well take care of that first, then.
Just east of you.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Oh, just east of us? Wow, okay.
Just real quick, because I was late to the session, I'm willing to go later. Does anybody else need to go now that we have reached our normal cutoff time?
I'm good to go. I can continue. I can carry on.
Up to everybody else.
We'll carry on.
Yep, I'm good to keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have anything happening.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Go. Okay. So, you guys all, as a group, head off to the Waterdeep Wazoo. Now, just a reminder for Grim, this is something that you know and probably you share, is that it's the notorious thief, the Black Viper, that is returned to Waterdeep. And it's known she's already... Yes.
Think I mentioned that, but anyway.
Yeah. She's already
I would fill them in along the way.
Yes. Yes. I'll put the notes in. Just that way everybody is aware of this. So it's the Black Viper has returned. She's robbed several noble estates. No one knows her identity. But she wears a mask. And then someone at the Waterdeep Wazoo knows that she's a noble. And so you are tasked with finding out more information from somebody at the Waterdeep Wazoo. The Broadsheets publisher knows about her, and they want you to find out what you can. And so as you arrive at the Waterdeep Wazoo, it is a true publisher's house. It is on a cramped street. You can see that the printing presses are, the enchanted printing presses are active and going, printing out the papers and flyers that are being stacked, and runner boys and girls are coming up collecting papers and posters and running off to go distribute them around the city. And so this is what you see as you're looking at the Waterdeep Wazoo broad glass windows, and it looks like somebody's painted on the windows the Waterdeep Wazoo.
All right.
I would. Do I have any kind of like badging, I guess, that signifies I'm a member of the order, or not so much?
You do.
Officer reporting for duty.
Yes, and since you are I've given you your next rank, yes?
What is it?
I believe you have
Everything
been
got
given that
rearranged
rank.
here. Marcion?
Rank 3.
Yes.
Marcion, something like that?
Yes, so you would have your rank. You would have your ranking as well as your affiliation with your guild.
Okay.
She's a noble and she has a mask on. This sounds like Kia.
I was gonna say, it sounds like Kia. It could also sound like the noble woman that you guys delivered the potion from.
Let's see, what was this guy's name?
It probably is that person, to be honest.
Considering how she was like, lady, you need to disguise your appearance. Don't be a dumbass. That sounded extremely shady to me. How would you know, though? You are not wise.
Listen, I'm
Not.
I would roll into
My bad.
the paper and ask if I could see the editor.
Okay. You step up into this place.
Me and my compatriots.
Yes. Immediately, you're
Pepperoni.
nearly ran into by several folks who are rushing by, and you try to catch attention of a couple of them, and eventually you get the attention of an Aarakocra, who looks at you, and you demand to see the editor, and flash your badge, and the Aarakocra nods and says, "Right this way," leads you to an office where all of you are ushered in. The door is shut, and you can hear the busyness on the other side of the wall, and you are able to meet with a human, an Alaskan human. He's got a broad beard, blonde
An Alaskan
hair.
human?
An Alaskan human.
I don't know that word.
If you know, think about like a Nordic, or if you know Skyrim, the main humans there, just think Viking look, like that sort of build and face. So bushy beard, blonde hair slicked back, but this man's wearing a
So like a Scandinavian guy.
Scandinavian, thank you. The word was escaping me. This country was escaping me. So like a Scandinavian guy, as he looks at you. Why, welcome to the Waterdeep Wazoo. How can I be of service? Oh, you, sir, are flashing a bag, I hear. Member of the Gauntlet. What can I do to help you, sir?
That's correct. I am doing my
Under
best
arrest.
to track down information about rumors pertaining to the Black Viper returning, and you had run several stories on the return of the Black Viper, and I wanted to talk to you more about your sources for these.
Oh, of course. Well, if you don't know anything about the news, my sources must remain. How'd you say? Okay. My sources must remain. I pride myself in being a reliable source of information and ensuring that my sources are kept secret. As you cast detect thoughts,
Papa.
his surface thoughts are, oh, of course, the nobles are trying to get, the order is trying to get on this. Don't give off too much information, otherwise they'll take away this prime source of story.
I like that he tells that to himself.
I understand that it is important for you to keep your news sources confidential. However, I would like to remind you that as a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, we are considered a confidential source akin to talking to the local law enforcement. And because this is what I would call an active investigation, it would unmenacingly be of your best interest to share what knowledge you do have.
Give me an intimidation check.
And tell me the number
I don't know,
that you roll on the die.
unless you think you're trying to persuade him, but that sounds like a very subtle way of intimidating him.
Oh yeah, we'll do it. 15.
What did you roll on the die?
10.
That's fair.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yeah, with a 15, you can see like he's talking to you, but there's clearly perspiration that's still starting to build as he says, "Ah, yes, the reliable source of. I am sure that whatever information I provide you is, you won't necessarily. Ouch.
It'll be treated as
It is-
confidential. I will not go proclaiming it on the streets, so to speak.
Yes, yes. Well,
Right. In
No.
fact, just to make sure that no one else can hear us inside this room, let me just put on some ambient music.
oh, you provide a bardic inspiration to.
Yep, bardic inspiration to Grim.
Okay. I see. Well, I'm a man of. I recognize the authority of the city. I recognize the authority of that you are providing here. So the least I can do is provide what I can. Of course. So, what sort of information are you looking for about this Black Viper individual?
Well, there are two major points. I would like to know exactly how it is known that this individual who is committing these crimes is indeed the fabled Black Viper. And additionally, there seems to be some descriptions in your paper that would point towards somebody having seen or some knowledge of the Black Viper as well, and I wanted to track those. I wanted to see if I could use that information to get possibly a description or to talk to anyone who might have further knowledge of this dubious character.
Oh, of course. I'm sure that her antics amongst the nobles can't go on for too long, so I guess I can share what I can presume from my own investigation, of course. Of course. So, I suspect that this Black Viper is the secret evil twin sister of none other than Amalia Casalanta. The Casalanters is a noble house well known in the city, and their villa is Like they have a full villa. Yeah, it's one of the noble families, basically. She's the evil twin sister of Amalia Casalanta, and he leans in so as not to be heard.
Can you give me the spelling?
Absolutely, I'll send it to the chat for you if I can find my cursor. All right,
My cursor.
Amalia Casalanta. There you go. Now, as he leans in conspiratorially, my guess, my suspicion, is that she wears the mask to hide a facial disfigurement. That is why she would wear the mask, to avoid being seen as ugly, avoid being pinpointed, to be pointed out.
What species are they?
What species are they? The nobles? Human.
Yes.
Does this all
Go ahead,
check
Grim.
out with what his sorry.
In his head, on the surface thoughts, you're not getting words, you're getting visuals of just like scars, burn marks, like a woman's face being burned, scars, imagining what type of disfigurement might have caused this. And you're imagining a child standing in like some sort of kitchen having a kitchen knife dropped on their face. Like you're getting these images flashing in your mind as as he's trying to imagine this, not to be so gruesome, but yeah, you're getting surface thoughts.
Okay. This guy's a psychopath. Yep.
So he claims that there's an evil twin sister. Would Grim know enough about this family to know how many members of the family there are, or what their names are, or if there is a twin sister?
Give me a history check.
Historia.
No, not good
Don't
at all.
make me do it.
I rolled a 3.
Oof.
At a
It's a 13.
It's a 13
minus 1 for a 12.
Can I use my bardic on that?
Yes, you can.
Is it a D6 or a D4?
6.
D6. So that's a 14.
Okay.
God damn it.
That's rough. With a 14, the Castellanter family. Well, the Castellanters are well known. It's Victoro Castellanter and his wife Amalia, and it's well known that they have children, although tragically one of their children died. But they do have 2 younger children. As for extended family, you haven't heard of extended family before.
So how did you reach this conclusion that the Black Viper is in fact Amalia's sister? I was not aware that Amalia had any surviving extended family or extended siblings.
Oh, that's exactly the point. Is that obviously she's targeting her, the twin sisters targeting the rival noble families that have gone on the wrong side of the Castellantos. And why would you want to be known that a sister, that such an ugly sister, is still alive, let alone a part of your family? It all makes sense.
Could you get me a list of the names of the people whose houses have been robbed by this figure?
Absolutely. So he provides you a list, which he references. He brings out one of his papers and pulls out a pen and quill and like circles the different names of the rather than listing like these are the list of noble houses that were robbed. No, it is every single noble house has a paragraph talking about some drama, and it's very drawn out in the paper itself. But he circles the different names and hands you the paper. Those are the ones that have been targeted. And I've already placed that each and every one of them has some specific feud with the Castellantes.
Well, I thank you for your time, and I, as added goodwill, if anything does come of this, I can, if the gauntlet allows, get in touch with you so that you will have the story.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. Thank you. He reaches across, grabs your hand, and shakes it vigorously. Keep me informed, as that is my sacred duty in this city, is to bring information to the masses.
Grim would shake his hand, and then he would head out.
Okay.
Before we go, we actually have some information that you might actually be interested in. Have you ever heard of these weird eyeball monsters that are actually below the city?
I've heard a few, yes.
Anything that looks like this, and he'll cast minor illusion to bring up the gazer thing.
Ah, a description of these, yes. What about them?
Well, we have fought at least two of them, one in the sewer before, and then...
Help, I'm being open.
What?
Help, I'm being open.
One in the sewer, and then one that was in someone's home.
Really? Do tell, where was this? Whose home?
Well, Asmund will just explain where the home was located, not necessarily which home.
Okay. Give me a raw charisma check.
Raw charisma. Okay. And as he's kind of describing and discussing this, he's going to just keep using like minor illusion to change images to kind of like give like visual representation.
Absolutely. Okay, that's a positive. That is a positive charisma, which means for you, one thing that we'll see how well I do this, but the paper's now involved, which depending on what you guys do, you can get positive and negative paper reviews.
Oh, here we go.
So, thank you very much. So he takes in all the information, writing notes, and he says, "Oh, of course, don't worry. You'll hear about this in the paper tomorrow."
This
Mr.
is
DM,
awful.
Yes.
What is the reputation of the Waterdeep Wazoo? The impression I'm getting is that it is more of a, like a tabloid paper than a hard newspaper. Does it have a reputation for being a reputable newspaper, or not as much?
It has a reputation for being very much of a tabloid. They light on the drama. It's like big New York Post. You know?
It's
Oh no, it's so over.
And if you want to hear, this is just from me. I hear they like to eat cats.
They like to eat cats. Excellent.
Hey,
Hide
also,
your pets. That is the title of this story.
if
Hide your pets. Hide your
you
children.
see them, contact us, and for a small fee, we can take care of the problem for you.
Oh, really? You're going to pay for sponsorship in the paper?
No,
Yeah.
What?
You're going to pay for an advertisement. Advertisement.
How much would that
exactly
cost?
How much would it cost? Oh, a measly 1 copper per paper.
I don't. How much papers do you make in a day?
In a day, thousands.
I don't.
Right. No, we don't need the advertisement. Forget that last bit.
Oh, 1 copper per paper. How much copper for a silver?
10.
10. And
So
10
it'd be
silver
10
for
to 10.
gold.
So that'd be 100 per gold.
Yeah, yes.
So what?
Ooh.
10 gold for 1,000.
Yes.
We don't make enough money.
Who gave this man the 300 gold?
I do have it. Do you have an exact amount of how much you make in a day?
Okay, Esben, go ahead and roll me 1d10.
Oh my god. 6.
We roughly print about 6,500.
God damn it.
Give this man the gold. I regret everything.
Wait, what? How much?
6,500.
Something 65 gold.
Oh, we don't need it. We don't need the advertisement.
We are not using that gold yet, right? Because we need that money.
I mean, this could get us a lot more jobs, though.
I'd rather get this thing rolling before we are looking for more gold.
Right. Well, we haven't really discussed exactly on the amount that would be required per job, so we'll be in touch. How about that?
Oh, sounds fantastic.
Did I get any good information while they were passing back and forth all the stories with Grim?
Oh,
Stop vacuuming.
any reading? You are hearing him come up with different titles to articles, and the most recent one after that last conversation, you get perhaps anonymous adventurers bring up an issue not willing to address it.
Okay.
What was the editor's name? Did he ever give me that?
Yes, the editor is Gaxley Rudderbust.
Yeah.
It's like a dwarf.
Okay, we're gonna definitely have to.
Rudderbust.
Yeah. Man, I don't make enough gold for this crap, bro.
I'm gonna definitely
Everything-
keep an eye on this guy.
I'm broke as hell. It's
Okay.
fine.
So, do you guys? Where do you guys head next? Grim, where do you
Well,
head next?
I mean,
Grim would let the party go do whatever they want, and he would head back to the headquarters of the Order.
Okay, gotcha. What does the rest of the party do?
Yeah.
well, I would assume that we are going to. Well, where is the?
Don't we all
the
need to be there
headquarters
for
Grim?
signing that document, though?
Yeah,
I would imagine so.
yeah. I mean, we can go there, and then you can go do your thing, Grim.
What
So we get-
document are you signing?
For
The
the
one to actually finish fixing our mansion, and getting the stuff up
The
and running.
tavern.
to become an official tavern.
I'm
So
not
we can make
sinking
money.
all of my. I'm not sinking all of my gold into that though.
How much
I
are you
said that.
thinking?
I'll put in 50 gold, but I'm not going broke for it at the moment.
I'll put the difference.
Over here, actually carrying the campaign.
Grim, I just texted you those two names. I realized it.
You said how much, Grim?
Thank you.
50?
So there's a difference of 43.
I'll put it. I'll bleed it.
Okay. So, where's the rest of the party? You're gonna go sign the contracts.
Yeah.
I mean, has been confronted if you want it to be fronted.
He will leave me with 25 silver.
And I'll pay for it.
I am going to 0 gold for this, so
If I'm paying the 23 gold, yeah, no, I can still do that. No, wait, how much is it? 53? 43? Okay, 43. Yeah, I can still pay for the whole thing.
So
right,
it will
43
be
plus
58.
5. Okay. So it'd be 48. Off of as
So 48 and 50 grim. All right.
And so, as you head out to the guild halls, which, hey, the Order of the Gauntlet is going to be by here. So, I'll do this. You go to the cellars, and what was the name of that? I had it. There it is. The Cellars and Plumbers Guild, where you meet with a Mr. Broxley Froxley, who
It's a broccoli man.
It's Broccoli Man. Broxley Froxley, who you pay the 200 gold pieces to have the cellar and plumbing redone. Thankfully, they work at a much faster rate than the carpenters had to do because they basically have to go and inspect, replace bad piping. But with the renovations already done upstairs, it should only take 2 full days for them. So after 2 days, it will be fully set up. As for the cost of the guild licenses, you meet with the vintners, the distillers and brewers guild. You meet with the Fellowship of Innkeepers to sign the contract to have the tavern set. You meet with the Guild of Butchers to get the meat delivered for the little bit of food that you'll need. And you sign these different contracts, pay the fees for the licenses, which are all paid up front. And so you basically get, this is what it's going to take is this is for your information, write this down somewhere. Once your tavern is up and running, it is going to be in 10-day periods. It is going to cost 50 gold pieces per 10 day for just maintenance and the wages of your hirelings, unless it'll be less though if you guys are running the shop. But as adventurers, and I'm going to give you a heads up, there's still a story going to go on.
What? No, this isn't just a tavern.
This is just a tavern simulator.
Tavern sim.
I haven't been trying to find a way to get you guys to this point. No. That's the maintenance and wages of their hirelings, and then one additional regular expense is just 10 gold pieces per 10 day for all other guild expenses. So basically, every 10 days it'll be 60 gold pieces, guaranteed of a payment.
You said 10 days for 10 gold for 10 days of what?
For other guild expenses.
All right. 50 plus 10.
Yep, so 60 for, in total for 10 days. Once your tavern is up and going, which in 2 days, if you find hirelings within those 2 days, you guys could have a tavern running once the cellars and plumbers are all done.
How long for our PI to show up?
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's only been a day.
It has only been a day.
Has only been a day. Okay. So, Grim, you were going to go to the guild hall. Once we take care of this guild hall, I'll go, get a quick note from everybody, and then we can call it for the night. So, Grim.
I'm gonna head to the guild hall and I'm going to talk to. Who issued me this quest? I think I have her name written down here somewhere.
Yep.
Maybe I don't.
I can get you her name real quick. Her name is Stavra Bellabranta.
You should just send me that.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
So Grim would go back and he would kind of give her a report on what he found out, and that it seems like the owner of the Wazoo is kind of he's jumping to conclusions. He's making assumptions and making up stories. However, I do have a list of which once I have time to parse through all the excess information, I will have a list of the houses which have been hit, and I can go to the individual nobles and talk to them directly, as opposed to trying to go through what I consider to be a rather unreliable source.
He would respond with, when we're aware of the noble houses that were hit, as they're the ones who complained to us, your efforts would better be spent. Get down to the bottom of this. If this is truly a sibling of the lady of the Castellantas, I got that right, yeah. Yeah, the Castellantas. If it is truly a sibling of her, find out if that's the truth. Go to them directly without giving off suspicions. Find out if she really does have a sister, and do so legally. But if you have to, find out.
Go do your job.
Find out. Get back to me to figure out if this is just bogus information. Because who knows? Maybe he's right.
I will do that.
All right. Good job, Social. Go ahead.
On his way back to the... Actually, what did we decide about my holy water? It's good for bless, but if I want to cast detect evil and good, I think that takes holy water, right?
It doesn't consume it. You
It
use
doesn't
like a droplet.
Yeah. So
No, that's
basically,
bless.
you have like a little glass vial that is like the size of your thumb that has a drop of holy water in it that you're able to use as a component for certain spells, but there are some spells and other effects that require a lot more holy water, so there is a difference.
Yeah,
I think
if a
bless
spell
only takes a little bit, but I think detect evil and good takes holy water as well, and that uses.
Yeah,
It's
but
like protection. Maybe
doesn't.
Maybe it's protection evil and good. Yeah,
It's
protection, evil,
just what's
and
the
good.
word? It's just like you need to have the item itself. The item costs 25 gold pieces, but you don't need to spend it. If a spell says which the spell consumes, it tells you that you have to have that material component.
So on my way back to the house, I'm going to get 25 gold pieces worth of silver, and then when I get back to the house, I'm going to cast ceremony and make myself a flask of holy water.
Hell yeah, brother!
Well
Fuck
done.
yeah!
You can absolutely do that. All right. So to finish off this session, let's real quick go down. Next week, let's see. Who's going to go with Grim to track down the rest of this? Like, let's see that.
I am invested and I have a nat 1 to spend.
Okay. So,
So what I'm
Volker
seeing
gonna
is
go
that, yeah.
is going to go with Grim.
I have some ideas about how I'm going to do it before I actually go talk to the Castiglions, the Castellanters directly.
Sounds good. And so next session you can let me know what those ideas are. Esben, what were you going to do?
I'd probably join him.
All right. Would
Apes
anybody
together
not join
strong.
him?
Apes together strong.
Bonga bonga.
I know this last of the session wasn't as exciting for you, Kia, but was there anything else that you would want to accomplish next, starting off next week?
I'd have to think about it a little bit. But
Okay.
I don't have anything off the top of my mind, at least right now. Unless there's something that goes on with the letter I received, or at least that Grim slipped under my door.
Mm-hmm. And you did read it, yes?
Yes, I did, yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for playing. Thanks for,
Thanks for the game.
bearing with me. Yeah.
It's gonna
Thank you.
be so atrocious when I give up the spell book and they just give me the Lomao, thank you. It's gonna
gonna be great.
happen and it's